Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Steve Harvey had to slay a few dragons before getting to his princess, Marjorie Harvey. His relationships with his ex-wives, especially the second, were far from perfect. Comedian and TV personality Steve Harvey has been one of the most successful celebrities in America. He seemingly has everything a person would need: a loving family, exorbitant wealth, and enough energy to keep more than one job. Steve's marriage to his third wife, Marjorie Harvey, has attracted much attention over the years, but his second divorce almost decimated his significant net worth. Before Steve made it big in the entertainment industry as one of the original kings of comedy, he was just Marcia Harvey's husband. They married in 1980 and welcomed 3 children, twin Brandy and Carly, and a son, Broderick. Steve was not too present in his third kid's lives because he sacrificed his family life to pursue his dreams. In 1994, 2 years before the Steve Harvey show started running, Marcia divorced him. In 1996, Steve gave love a second chance and married Mary Harvey. They were together for 9 years and had a son together, Winton. Saying that their 2005 divorce was messy would be an understatement, especially because Mary requested millions a decade later. Steve supposedly cheated on her, so she claimed that she deserved a significant portion of her ex-husband's assets in her divorce settlement. Mary also wanted part of his future revenues from comedy. However, Steve's legal team only offered her $1,000 a month for child support and did not want her to keep any of Steve's businesses. Still, Steve paid Mary $40,000 a month until March 2009. Even though their divorce became final in 2005, Mary also got a one-time payment of $1.5 million and 3 houses. Mary was hurt that Winton was primarily in Steve's care, though she considered things were unfair and could not move on with her life because she reportedly did not have rights to her son. Mary added that Steve owed her $50 million and had to be taken into custody for violating her civil rights. Steve's legal team also refuted those claims by alleging that Mary willingly sent Winton to Harvey without his knowledge. They also denied that Steve turned his son against his mother. Mary and Steve's broken relationship made headlines again in May 2017, 12 years after officially divorcing. She claimed Steve brought so much pain and mental anguish into her life that he damaged her soul. She requested $60 million as a result. Steve's second wife pointed out that her life was never the same after divorcing him. She kept having suicidal thoughts and started self-medicating to handle the outcome of their separation. In her lawsuit, Mary accused Steve of child endangerment, breach of contract, conspiracy against rights, and soul murder resulting from torture, deprivation, and brainwashing. The document read, the plaintiff had lost her son, had her businesses taken from her, nowhere to live. All Mother's Day had been painful and empty. It is essential to point out that Mary did not hire a lawyer to file the lawsuit. Instead, her civil rights activist did it. In April 2017, Mary posted videos on YouTube alleging she never received what she was promised in the divorce settlement. She added that Steve owed her $50 million and had to be taken into custody for violating her civil rights. She included a few more crimes her ex-husband should have been accountable for: falsifying documents, embezzlement, and extortion. Steve's lawyer said Mary's complaint was false and meritless. Still, a judge checked the case and dismissed it. After that, Mary has no filed any more lawsuit against Steve. Because I am the main breadwinner in the house, I can't come in and treat her like a child. After a tumultuous second marriage, Steve found his better half in Marjorie Harvey. They met in 1987 in a comedy club where he was performing. She arrived late and he stopped the show to tell her she would marry her one day. They dated for a couple of years, but he let her go because he was homeless. Steve lived in his car for some time and made $50 a week. Marjorie was already married when he became a recognized comedian in 1991 and had money. Steve and Marjorie reconnected after his 2005 divorce and tied the knot in 2007. Nowadays, they have a big blended family of 7 children and one of the loveliest relationships in Hollywood. The comedian admitted Marjorie made his more spiritual because she's a praying woman one. On the other hand, Marjorie said she married her best friend. They both love to proudly tell each other, that's all mine from head to toe. Steve learned some valuable lessons from his previous relationships, but he still needed time to understand that his wife was an individual. He explained, and because I am the main breadwinner in the house, I can't come in and treat her like a child. She is an adult. She's as big part of this family as I have. The comedian said every couple should have 4 bank accounts, one for each partner and 2 joint accounts for saving and essential payments. Although Steve has worked hard for years to achieve fame and wealth, he keeps crediting Marjorie for everything he has. Luckily, she is also successful in her own rights and runs the fashion and lifestyle brand The Lady Loves Couture. While Marjorie and Steve are wealthy, they tried not to spoil their kids too much. After their youngest children graduated college, Steve gave them 3 months rent and $3,000 together. After that, it was up to them to earn a living. They can still ask Steve for help if they need to, but it does not happen frequently. Even with all that knowledge, Steve admitted he had made many bad decisions. He explained, "The biggest investment I have ever made was my investment in people. That's been my greatest investment. That return has been the greatest thing I have ever seen." Steve and Marjorie's children have already started having kids, but the comedian joked that he's not as happy as most grandparents. He would be okay if they stayed at his place for a short while Marjorie loves having them for much longer. What a beautiful family. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.